I've never received so much female attention as I'm getting now, and I just want to say, you're far too late. You need to find a diamond in the rough. I mean, once the diamond is polished, who doesn't want that? Meaning, there's a lot of good guys out there that need care. And I was all like, if Ashton Kutcher and Mika Kunis aren't the perfect couple, then is there even such a thing as a perfect couple? Some people don't want dreamers, as if they're wasting time all day. I say, show me a person with only a dream, and I'll show you someone who will work relentlessly to make it a reality, because his survival depends on it. For me, thinking positive isn't about being unrealistic about the world. It's a frame of mind on how one views the things that happen to them. Meaning, the initial reaction I have, be it positive or negative, will lead to different outcomes in the long term. In order for the country to advance spiritually, conservatives must get over the fact that Jesus is not the only way to heaven. This universe is so big, countless stars and people. Jesus said that the path through heaven was only through him, so as to not mix spiritual disciplines. You really gotta be some weirdo to end up in San Francisco. Celebrating 5 years in SF. Happy birthday, Deion Sanders. I wrote this song for you, 21 Reasons, inspired me beyond football and in life. Lyrics. Keep my name out your mouth. Don't you ever disrespect my name. Or I'll pick 6 you in high step 2 till it's burned on memory lane. Libtards' grappled on the American consciousness is fading fast. And that's because by looking at the worst in others, eventually they begin to see the worst in each other and cannibalize each other. It's not natural, it's not sustainable, and deep down they know it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. At Wayne Gretzky. Hashtag Michael Scott. At The Office TV. At MichaelNiktaris. It's all like, I'm hella good at meditating, but sometimes I don't enjoy it. But it's like Mike Tyson says, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but nonetheless doing it like you love it. I've learned a lot from Iron Mike and his mentor, Cus D'Amato. And the stoners, they don't have an issue with me. They all came up to me and said, "We know you're so high, Aquarius 3E, higher than we'll ever be. Your highness can only make us higher. As for what it is that you're doing, we won't interfere." And when they're freaking out, telling me to wear a mask, I feel like they're sticking this gazpacho on me. Imagine the process a person must go through in order to say, I need to express myself in order to survive. Isn't this person a little bit different from others at this point? Proud of you, Lamar Jackson. We're all adults. We all make our own choices. Don't need Max Kellerman to tell us what is scientific. Now everyone is an expert in science. Well, you know what? Science isn't perfect, and your layman's knowledge isn't either. Even Albert Einstein, had he continued his research, would have disproved his own special theory of relativity. Science has become a religion. Listen to people talk about jabs and face swabs and replace the word science with God. Then you'll have a clearer understanding of what's going on here. I'm tired of this racist agenda being pushed. If anything, it's the other way around. I was watching Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Fallon last night, and not just one, but literally every single one was black. So don't tell me about oppression. You guys have to zoom out. What really happened is that life has become harder for everyone in general. Back in the 1980s, a father could support his wife and 2 kids with a 40-hour job. They'd even own a home and go on vacations a few times a year. Libtards, they're basically just holding in their diarrhea at this point. Not a bathroom for miles, and a little bit of their shit squirts out. They start running, trying to make it. All of a sudden, it all comes down like Niagara Falls. And people are always like, I appreciate your patience. You have such great patience. And I practice forbearance. It includes patience, it includes endurance, it includes sacrifice, it includes a lot of things. It can feel like someone ripping my heart out. Whenever I go somewhere, I feel I get the most out of the experience by absorbing everything. It's like when I get home, I just say, I did the best I could for today, God. Thank you for this home to rest and food for my stomach. I really do feel that I have some 50 Cent in me, that mentality that you'll do whatever it takes to see your vision through. And I actually lived in Jamaica, Queens for some time, where he grew up. When I close my eyes, I can still see me walking in them streets. And I was all like, don't you never be talking shit on Mike Tyson. That's my dad. who you go to when you need someone to say something to you. I was just watching Mike Tyson videos. Greek people are the strongest because even when they're not destroying other countries, they're destroying each other. Look back through history, even those great city-states, Sparta, Athens, Corinth, they all fought amongst each other. There's a reason tragedy was born there. So I was just straight sipping on some Shirley Temple, tipsy as a nipsy, thinking about the road ahead. These heels keep me humble. These heels keeps me humble. Just might even stumble. Up the hill, achieve the feat. Every day climb another peak. And deep in the back of their minds, libtards are thinking, dang, what if Aquarius 3 was right this whole time? That's not a reality I want to accept. It means that my understanding of the universe is flawed. And to the libtards, regarding the face wipe, I just want to say one last thing. That virus is small, even smaller than your brain. If it's in the air, the virus would get through your mask with ease. So let me get this straight. You could have AIDS, gonorrhea, diarrhea, syphilis, herpes, flesh-eating bacteria, leprosy, fleas, cancer, cholera, Ebola, measles, rabies, hepatitis, all at the same time. But if you don't have an arm jab passport, you can't eat at Burger King. Have you ever been in an environment where you're like, that's not me. Their perception of me is incorrect. People's thoughts actually carry energy, and unless you remove yourself from that environment, it can be easy to accept it as reality. I'm going to tell you something, Schwarzenegger. That face wipe serves no purpose. That bacteria is smaller than your brain. It can get through with ease. Now go back to Austria, the land of Hitler's birth, with your Nazi bullshit. Wow, I did not see that coming. Get it? Nazi? Nazi? And for those who are wondering, yes, I think I can beat Lance Armstrong in a bicycle race. He can use steroids and I get to use my Zumo e-bike. I think that's fair. Even when Gavin Newsom gets recalled, the real question is, do Larry Elder or Kevin Kiley or any of these other candidates have balls that hang low enough to stand up to the four families that have controlled the state for nearly a century? Newsom, Brown, Pelosi, and Feinstein. I guess where Democrats steered off the tracks was when they began labeling entire groups of people as victims. Sure, there are people who have received the brunt end of society, but even many of those people make the greatest of stories. The disadvantage creates an advantage. Why are Jesus' teachings so significant? I think it's because they empower people. When Jesus said that faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains, he's telling his people how truly capable they are. And it still holds true. Every single person has incredible ability. And people are all like, you need to be going to events, networking and socializing. Then I'm all, why would I want to meet with people who don't even know themselves? Sometimes scarcity is precious. People can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. Toby, where's the clitoris? Dwight Schrute. If you don't wear a face wipe, you're a terrorist. If you don't take the jab, you're a terrorist. If you believe in God, you're a terrorist. And I'm over here all as America's Most Wanted, telling the FBI, CIA, and NSA to suck my nutsack. Not even the CCP is doing this in China. San Francisco Mayor London Breed and District Attorney Tessa Boudin were doing a phone bank for Gavin Newsom, fruitlessly hoping he doesn't get recalled. You guys need to be doing this after hours, not while you're working for the city. These people must be desperate. District Attorney Tessa Boudin, who is a man, by the way, is facing his own recall. You need to be focusing on crime. People shouldn't be able to shoplift Walgreens so casually. This is what happens when you give jobs to folks out of law school without any work or life experience. I guess my way of telling my story and the suffering I endured will be expressed by how much I help others in need. Especially nowadays, if you're white or come from privilege, no one gives a shit about you. So I'll just help heal those who needed a little extra care. Took up CEO Adam's challenge to watch a movie at AMC Theaters this weekend. Free Guy movie. Shout out to Kat Stryker. She posted a pic of some chicken tenders and inspired me. Also, shout out to the real Bruce Wayne at AMC supporter who I get my info from. Them shut down T-Daddy's Twitter because the America First movement is only gaining rapid support. Imagine the amount of followers he'd be getting toasting Sleepy Joe right now. But the truth is the truth. Everyone has a knowing side. That was my suspicion too, and they have a ton of motivation. America hurt our people and took our land for 20 years. Now we must make a revenge. Persistence is crucial. Actually, the first teaching the Buddha gave after attaining enlightenment under the Bodhi tree was met with apathy and indifference. He could have turned back and given up, but he just had to meet the right hearts to speak to. Hey, good morning. when I come home to you, San Francisco. Your golden sun will shine for me.
Thank you so much.
Tony Bennett. Spotted a fellow San Franciscan ape. Hope he keeps this car after the MOAS, or he could put it in the MOAS Museum. Imagine this, you guys. Someone today is working a job they don't like, sitting in a cubicle with a face wipe on sniffing their own farts as the shit smell gets stuck inside their mask. They have accepted this to be their reality, their world. I think my greatest strength is making personal connections with people. And in a world where that's becoming a scarce commodity, I think it's something that will only grow more precious with time. Everyone has their time. You don't know how great you are. You're already there. You just have to believe it. We all have different beliefs. You believe you're a woman with the body of a man, and I believe my body is sacred and being prepared to go to heaven. Different beliefs for different peeps. Heaven often whispers to those humble enough to hear her truths. Created my own TV show called The Faux Show. It's basically like The Daily Show, but way better. Bad people gain wealth by destroying others. Good people gain wealth by helping others. Attaining wealth is not bad in itself, it's the means by which you do it. So that's why the CCP and Taliban, who are working together now, are bad, and American patriots are good. Original Lil Wayne style rhymes. I may be a little political on your nipple as I trickle down on them haters with a fistful of nickels. Aquarius 3E, blue blood gang, you ain't worthy, but it's the age that you been wished for. Buddha signs in my mind, Bodhi tree, it's a symbol. Save your change and make a change. Tony Bennett sang it best in his hit song, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. To be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there in San Francisco. I got the triple vax and some Tampax as my mask. Told them, govern me harder, daddy. Make me Seinfeld TV bubble boy. T. Whiteys can't stop farts, but the same cloth can stop infinitesimal smaller particles? And you know, some days just aren't going to be good days. You walk outside the door, hear the birds singing. Suddenly you spill your coffee on your shirt, a fart turns into a shark, and you're spending the rest of the day cleaning up stains. It's a crazy world. In this episode of Around the World in San Francisco, I traveled my furthest distance yet, all the way to Daly City. I never imagined traveling that far on my bicycle for delivery, but it feels great. Enjoy the episode with the nice music.